everybody, this is Richard Baranowski from Supercharged Productions. So, there's been something floating around the internet. It's kind of been, to be honest, it's kind of annoying. It's basically this whole business about Channel Awesome and like the way they treat their content creators and things like that. There was a document about a year ago that dropped on the internet. It's called Channel Not So Awesome. And yeah, there's one guy on the internet in particular, Cinematic Venom, is apparently he's trying to get Channel Awesome to confess to like sexual harassment. Apparently that I forget his last name. Justin Juwario was some kind of sexual predator or something like that. Was grooming one of the other content creators, and now they're basically trying to get basically the people behind the document. Now keep in mind when I'm talking about Channel Awesome, I'm talking Doug Walker, Mike Michaud, Rob Walker. Okay, when I'm talking about Change the Channel, I'm basically talking about everybody who's brought these claims against them. Okay. The problem is that they don't really have a lot of evidence to prove that all of this stuff actually occurred. They have like screenshots of text conversations, and it's these people being pricks, but there's really not much substance to it. Nothing if they were to take legal action against Channel Awesome, it really wouldn't hold up in court. You know, and especially like Cinematic Venom in particular, who's like probably the most vocal about it right now, at least right now, that I've seen. He's they're basically trying to force them to confess. Well, that would be all fine and good, but the problem is that they're not going to. Okay, and now we're getting into like legal territory of actually violating the First Amendment. Okay, like the First Amendment basically protects all American citizens against compelled speech. Okay, nobody can force you to say anything that you don't believe, or that you don't believe to be true, or something like that. Okay, it's basically the way that works. See, the thing is, I think what a lot of people from the Not So Awesome side, the Change the Channel side, keeps getting wrong is that in the eyes of the law, an apology is viewed basically as a confession. Not only would they be confessing to the sexual harassment and all that, but they would also be confessing to accountability, that they are somehow responsible for what happened. But here's the thing, Channel Awesome is spread not only just across the United States, or at least it was spread not only across the United States, they even have former content creators in Britain. You know, like Dominic, at the time it was the Dom, now it's Dom Noble. So you got Dom Noble and Film Brain, okay, who live out in the UK, and it's like, well, you know, how do you police that? You know, like, let's say, and I'm not saying this happened, but let's say, for example, Dom and Film Brain, I forgot the guy's real name, but anyway, let's say Dom and Film Brain decided to do a collaboration video together, and let's just say Film Brain was like a complete dick to Dom. You know, he was like a dick. He was, I don't know. He was like a complete asshole. What is Mike Michaud, who's like all the way out in the United States, what's he gonna do about it? You know, how do you police that? You know, let's say Film Brain comes. You know, let's say, I don't know, what's another crossover that could happen? I don't know. Let's say Juwario goes out and does a crossover with Lindsay Ellis. What's stopping Juwario from, you know, sexually harassing her or sexually assaulting her? What, like, again, how do you police that? How do you police the treatment of people when you're spread across, literally all the way across the United States? Okay, and like even have a few people in a foreign country. That's the problem. It's like it's too big, at the same time it's too small, if that makes any sense. Okay, now keep in mind, I'm not here to defend Channel Awesome. I think, if all this stuff really did occur, and it looks like it might have, like, I'm leaning more toward, like, I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not it actually occurred the way people are saying it. I'm leaning more towards yes, it did, than as opposed to no, it didn't. But the problem is, it's like, it's not about what happened, it's about what you can prove happened. Okay, in the eyes of the law. So, like, you got people in Chicago, Lindsay Ellis, from what I understand, lives in New York City, and then you got Kaluna, and now actually Dom lives all the way out in California. Like, how do you police that? It's too widespread, but at the same time, it's too small of an organization. Like, it's not Google. Google, Jesus Christ, they got people, okay, they're basically all over the globe, and they got people working for them all over the globe. Not just like, but like at an administrative level. It's like, Channel Awesome is not that. I'm telling you right now, they are not that big of an organization. Okay, or at least at their peak, they weren't. They just weren't that big. So again, it's like you're hiring all these, it's like, I hate, or I don't know, to kind of turn a phrase, it's all Indians and no chiefs, is basically what it is. Like, there's essentially nobody really running the organization. Like, yeah, Mike Michaud, but he's one guy. Again, I'm not defending any kind of sexual harassment. I never would, never will. But at the same time, what do you want him to do about it? An apology. It's like, okay, but an apology would be confessing and admitting responsibility for something that you haven't really proven. You would have to prove every single bit of what you're claiming. You would have to provide actual evidence that the evidence that the Change the Channel people have provided really wouldn't hold up in court. It's like, at best, you can prove Mike Michaud is an asshole. And Drew Wario is a pervert, possible pedophile. Okay, that's really iffy. Okay, it really doesn't hold up to, it really wouldn't hold up to scrutiny. Like, Channel Awesome could get a good attorney and then just basically destroy the hell out of the Change the Channel people. So, I mean, what do you want them to do? Okay, now, I'm not going to hold Cinematic Venom entirely responsible for this, or the Change the Channel people directly responsible for this, but it is something that's happening. Is that, like, a lot of their followers are, like, they're harassing, like, Cinema Snob's family, they're harassing Mike Michaud, they're harassing, like, people. This has been over a year, and they still haven't apologized. Bottom line is, they're not going to. Okay, and they are within their legal rights to not confess to something that you haven't necessarily proven. Okay, again, that's their legal right. Legally speaking, all these people harassing and trying to force an apology out of Channel Awesome, that's actually illegal. That is compelled speech. You're basically harassing until they apologize, but they're not going to apologize. So you're just going to keep harassing them. Again, that's technically even if they crack to your harassment and apologize, then you actually broke the law for forcing them to apologize to something. They're just apologizing to shut you up. They're just apologizing because you're forcing them to, not because it's a genuine apology. So that's basically where, I don't know, it's like, again, I'm not defending Channel Awesome. I know I keep repeating myself, but I want that known. Okay, because to me that's kind of important. That it's important to know. Okay, if, again, like I said, I don't defend sexual harassment. I don't encourage it. If Channel Awesome, if it did occur the way the Change the Channel people did, then yeah, that's bad. Do I think Channel Awesome should apologize for it? Personally, I think that's the bare minimum of what they should do. But at the same time, they're not going to. What are you going to do? You know, and this is one thing Cinematic Venom in particular keeps saying, is that, well, you know, all these people can't be wrong. Yes, they can. Oh, and not all these people are making this stuff up. Yeah, they can be. Because here's the problem. You know, we've seen, especially online, we have seen people get behind, you know, a hashtag or a political cause that turned out to be false. Okay, we've seen it with Jussie Smollett. We're seeing it right now with that Erica Thomas, who accused a Cuban man of being white, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the hate is real. It's like, well, the hate coming from the left is real, I'll say that. You know, we've seen people rally behind hoaxes before. We've seen, you know, especially when it's like, oh, we're going to tear down the bad people. Okay, great. Tear down those bad people. And then you just got like this pile-on effect, you know, like Grace from the Me Too movement, who said an awkward date with Aziz Ansari was rape. Yeah, no, that's not how rape works. So we've seen people rally behind things that just turned out to be just flat out not true. So this whole thing, well, they're saying it, therefore it's true. It's like, no. They're saying it, therefore they need to prove it. That's really what it is. What kind of legal action are you even seeking out against Channel Awesome? Like, what is it seeking to achieve? And don't just say they just need to say sorry, because then they're just going to say sorry just to shut you up. Okay, that's really about the best they're going to do for you. Okay, you're never going to get a genuine apology out of them. Okay, like I said, if you can prove that they did all this stuff, then yeah, absolutely. Then take it to court, you know? Like, do you want to arrest them for the sexual harassment? Do you want to sue them for it? What are you actively seeking out? I think at most, the only thing that changed the channel and the Not So Awesome document, the only thing it really proved is that people at Channel Awesome are kind of dicks. Okay, but being a dick isn't illegal. Anyway, folks, that's really about all I wanted to say as far as this is concerned. I really think it's just getting overblown. Change the channel, people. You really do just need to stop, all right? You want the apology, they're not going to give it to you. You know what? Just let it go. Okay? I get it was terrible, but what are you going to do at this point? All right, so anyway, guys, I don't want to keep rambling on, so I'm going to end the video here. I'll check you guys all out later. Hey everyone, this is Richard Baranowski. I hope you all enjoyed the video you just saw, and if you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to give this video a like and a share, and also please support me on Patreon. I hope to see you all in my next video. Take care.